Okay, I'm getting this started up here. Just a moment. It's booting. It's booting. I thought it was booting. Come on, I just played on you yesterday. It wouldn't be a stream without technical difficulties, now wouldn't it? Oh, oh, oh. The photo just changed. So that's something. But oh, there we go. There we go. Okay. Okay. Guess it was just some loading there.
Candle!
Candle! Alright, let's get going. Jeez, 2%, 1 frame per second. What in the world is going on here? Really does not like this, it's kind of weird because on my older computer I could play through this entire game just fine without any lag whatsoever. Oh, 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 now it's speeding up again. Oh, kinda. Okay, there we go. Okay! So, this is Rebel Raiders Operation Nighthawk. It's a game involving airplanes that I have had for a long time, quite originally. Oh, I think that backdrop is just a still image. I do believe it is, now that I see it at its proper resolution. Anyways... Give me FT now!
Ghost Leader to Yellow Leader. Bandits inbound.
Acknowledge, Ghost Leader. 3 bogeys on my scopes, heading 192.
Let's take them out.
Roger.
And, don't get freaked out by these camera angles, it's just for this prologue. This game has great music.
In a time when man had conquered space, the most devastating conflict in history was happening on her mother planet, the Earth. After decades of peace, the Occident had been overcome by the forces of a totalitarian state. All the major cities were under the martial law, and the rest of the world was only desolation. Only a few number of courageous nations had gathered to fight against tyranny. No one knows how the rebellion started, but this handful of fighters was the humanity's only hope.
That's not how you spell additional. Alright.
This is ground control. Ghost Leader, report in.
Ghost Leader standing by.
Ghost Leader, good to have you on board. Welcome to this training session. Okay, let's start with the basics of your YV-21 fighter. This visual indicator shows you your next target. It activates when you're getting too far away and may lose visual contact. It disappears at close range. We will use it throughout this exercise to show you the next training area. Okay, Ghost Leader. We know that you've obtained clearance on the F-6E fighter at the Academy. Now let's see what you can do with the YV-21 fighter. To demonstrate your piloting skills, fly through the circles. Follow the objective indicator to the next area.
Yep, we're flying through rings.
Good. Your piloting skills are not over-evaluated, but this is only the beginning. You are currently flying at normal speed. Your fighter has 3 additional speeds. The acceleration buttons allow you to accelerate. Hold down the medium throttle button to fly at high speed. Hold down the full throttle button to fly at top speed. The brake button allows you to slow down. Hold down the brake button to fly at low speed. Now that you know how to fly at high speed, let's try another course, but this time with a time limit. Very good. Now let's move on to target practice. Ground targets are usually indicated by this visual mark. Your head-up display keeps track of the number of ground targets destroyed during your mission. Now use your gun to destroy all these targets. Press the fire button to fire with your gun.
Brake for so long before he's got to speed up again. Fall out.
You can also use missiles to destroy these targets. Wait until the target is locked, then fire a missile by pressing the missile button. Make note that no more than 8 missiles can be fired simultaneously. Your head-up display always indicates the number of remaining missiles and shells. If you're out of ammunition, you cannot fire with this weapon until you have reloaded. You can press the reload button at any time to reload both your gun and your missiles. Use the reload button wisely to avoid running out of ammunition when you're in a good position to take an enemy out.
Nope. Thought I destroyed you already.
Okay, now you know how to use your basic weapons to destroy ground targets. Now let's start the real deal. Most of the time you'll be sent out on a mission with a whole squadron. Always keep an eye on your wingmen. Their status is displayed on your head-up display. If you lose all your wingmen, the mission is failed. These blue marks indicate your wingmen. Enemy fighters are indicated by this mark. Now, use your weapons to shoot down this enemy. Nice shot, Ghost Leader. Your head-up display keeps track of the number of air targets destroyed during the mission. As you notice, each time you shoot down an enemy aircraft, you get an extra amount of shield energy. Well, most enemy fighters aren't just gonna retreat. They're gonna try to shoot you down. When your aircraft is locked by an enemy missile, you cannot avoid it by accelerating or with evasive maneuvers. The only way to get rid of an enemy missile on your tail is to accomplish a quick barrel by pressing the dodge button. Be careful. You have to wait until the very last moment and only press the dodge button when the missile accelerates towards you. You will see the missile's flame change when this happens. Now, engage these two enemy aircraft and pay attention to their missiles.
So basically, do a barrel roll! Except it's still actually an airborne roll.
Let's try again. Remember, press the dodge button only when the missile is accelerating. Good. You managed to shoot them down without taking too much damage. Now hunt down this enemy aircraft in this canyon and take him out as quickly as possible. This is almost the end of your training session. You seem to be ready for combat and eager to start your first mission. Remember all you've learned during this training session. Now let's try and shoot down as many enemy aircraft as possible in real combat conditions.
So, why are all the enemy aircraft in on my train? Oh.
one last capability of your aircraft, which we haven't shown you yet. You can switch to the advanced weapon system by pressing the special weapon button. The advanced weapon system uses a specific energy gauge which can only be refilled by shooting down enemy targets. There is no reloading. When an enemy aircraft is locked by the advanced weapon system, hold down the fire button to prepare for fire. This may take a few seconds. The enemy aircraft must remain locked during the whole process. The lock changes when the weapon is ready for fire. Release the fire button to launch 6 high-speed missiles at your enemy. This advanced weapon system is very powerful. But remember, you've only got limited ammo. Training mission complete, Ghost Leader. Return to base immediately. You're ready for your first assignment.
All right.
Every day, new freedom fighters were joining the ranks of the rebellion. But the UWN had decided to hit at the heart of the Allied forces and to put an end to the Civil War once and for all by launching a surprise raid on the Bounty base. All the rebel forces at the base were mobilized for battle. At the head of one of the rookie squadrons, fresh from the academy, I was preparing to head into a decisive battle.
This is Yellow Leader. Go and intercept them. I'll stay behind to protect the base.
Ghost leader to squadron. This time, guys, it's going to be the moment of truth. Remember what you learned at the academy. Whatever's out there waiting for us, we won't give in easily. I'm watching out for you and I won't let you down.
Remember the Avenger. It'll be important later. That aircraft carrier, they're called destroyers here. It's the one that'll be kind of important to the plot. The other three or so. Oh! I forgot that you showed up so early, Bomber. Alright.
They're sending in bombers!
Okay, let's deal with them first. They have a weak point. The rudders. Shoot them when they're open.
Watch out, though. Avoid the turbo laser's blasts.
This is Ghost Leader. Be careful. The enemy destroyers have just activated their turbo lasers.
Bye.
This is Yellow Leader. Hold on, guys. We're coming to give you a hand.
Ghost Leader to Yellow Leader. Nice of you to drop by.
So many other things. Bad guy brains bit. Every day I get less and less good at talking. Good thing this game doesn't really require a lot of talking. Eh? Oh dear, they're moving. That only happens in cutscenes.
Ghost Leader to Bounty Base. Watch out. 2 enemy destroyers coming at you heading 225.
Copy that, Ghost Leader. Bounty Base to all units. General alert. All defense systems activated.
Squad here.
base to Ghost Leader. One of the destroyers is charging an electromagnetic pulse. Do your best to prevent it from firing.
This is Ghost Leader. Okay, I'll take care of it. I need to hurry up. I only have a limited amount of time.
Ouch. Where's the thingy? Should be open. Oh, there. Huh? What? Stop it. Ouch. Game. Just drive. Okay.
Wow, we really showed him there.
Don't run, for a statue's gonna kill ya. Fishy. Also, the destroyers are flying away.
Come on, you miserable losers, come back! We haven't finished with you yet!
I wonder why they gave up so quickly.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Ghost Leader to squad, get back into formation. We're heading back to base.
Okay.
Ghost Leader to ground control. I have the coast on visual.
Copy that. Be careful, Ghost Leader. We don't know what you're heading into.
Destroyer.
Don't play the hero. Move stealthily, destroy as many turbo lasers as possible, and whatever you do, come back in one piece.
Roger, ground control. I'm gonna use all these canyons to infiltrate without detection.
Nope. Yeah. Red ones. No. I think there's some sort of pattern to how they do that. They fire the green ones that are easy to avoid, and then they fire those red ones that are pretty much impossible to avoid. If they're going head on at them. Whoa, why? No. Kill. Destroy. Nope. Buttons. Two.
Ghost Leader to ground control. I spotted an enemy destroyer. I wasn't expecting this.
I copy, Ghost Leader. Abort the mission.
Negative, ground control. I can deal with it.
Turbo laser works. Nice. Coming magic missile. Oh, there's another.
Not my day.
Now they're active. Kill, 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 crush, kill, destroy. Oh, no, 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 not the red ones, not the red ones, not the red ones, not the red ones. Ugh, no destroyers. No, 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 not the red ones.
Ghost Leader to ground control, mission accomplished. I've cleaned the sector.
Copy, Ghost Leader. Get back to base immediately.
Before I do, I have a little score to settle with these bombers.
Negative. Ghost Leader, return to base immediately. That's an order.
I'm no longer receiving you, ground control. Sorry, I'm gonna have to cut off communication for a few minutes.
He really wants to destroy these guys. They're called bombers, even though they don't really do any actual bombing. Just use these lasers. Access to challenge 1. Okay, let's try this challenge version.
Ghost Leader to ground control. I have the coast on visual.
Copy that. Be careful, Ghost Leader. We don't know what you're heading into.
If you notice, I've got a different plane now.
Don't play the hero. Move stealthily,
No.
destroy as many turbo lasers as possible, and whatever you do, come back in one piece.
Roger, ground control. I'm gonna use all these canyons to infiltrate without detection.
That's what you think. Uh-oh. I don't like that noise. That usually means red, I think. Ah! I'm doomed. Too much red. No. No. Boom. Come on, kill. Yes. So, this is the most dangerous part of the mission. No. No. Okay, the red ones are also a lot more powerful. Harder to avoid, and a bit more dangerous. This is hit harder. Okay, there we go. For some reason you don't get the mission for the challenge mission for the Battle of the Bonnie base until much later, probably because it's just a really longer mission. Get back here. It's the clam recoil noise from Revenge of the Flying Dutchman, kinda. Wait, where'd you go? There'd you go. Ow, 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 ow. Also, if you haven't noticed, I've got only a limited amount of shotguns. It does not refill. If that's just a thing for this mission, or if that's normal for that. Probably just a thing for the mission.
Gold Suitor to ground control. I spotted an enemy destroyer. I wasn't expecting this.
I copy, Ghost Leader. Abort the mission.
Negative, ground control. I can deal with it.
I don't remember if I said, but this challenge here has a stipulation that the aircraft is damaged and it will constantly take damage. So you need to keep shooting down to get shield back. Shotgun seems to be more powerful than the fire and forget missiles, but you gotta get really close to use it, and it's a lot slower to use. Fire one each time.
Apparently, this is not my day.
reds, yep. Okay, enough of the red. There.
Ghost Leader to ground control, mission accomplished. I've cleaned the sector.
Copy, Ghost Leader. Get back to base immediately.
Before I do, I have a little score to settle with these bombers.
Negative, Ghost Leader. Return to base immediately. That's an order.
I'm no longer receiving you, ground control. Sorry, I'm gonna have to cut off communication for a few minutes.
Oh dear. There. It's a new plane, and it was not the one I was using for that challenge. Hopefully enough. It has Mega Bomb Missile. Exact same coastline map with a different skybox active. But I'm not going to be alone this time, so that's nice.
Ghost Leader to all wings. I picked up a group of signals on my scopes. Break now. Let's show them what we're capable of.
Never mind the green ones.
I copy that, boss. I'm going in.
Those are enemies that aren't mission objectives. They only appear in a few missions. Because usually your enemies, oddly enough, are mission objectives. Find them and pick them off. And now those are mission objectives. And now they've scattered. Uh-oh. Hey, didn't I kill all you guys, like, 3 minutes ago? Oh, and now they're
Let's
not.
take these turbo lasers out while we're at it.
At least they're not exclusively firing at me now. In fact, they're mostly firing up above. Much less dangerous. What? No, don't scatter.
I see him.
Destroyer.
Go see the squadron. They're sending in some reinforcement. They're getting serious about it. Don't take unnecessary risks. Stay clear of those destroyers.
over here. We can't shake them.
Hold on tight, guys. I'm on my way.
Watch out! There's a heavy fire zone on this side.
getting worse. We better not stay for too long in this area. But we won't let those fighters get away with it. Let's shoot down as many of them as possible before going back home. Squadron. Okay, that's enough. Go back home now. Close up formation. We're out of here.
Aircraft F-16. The Avenger. I see the Avenger up there. Sure.
The victory at the Battle of Bounty Island had boosted the morale of the Alliance troops. Seeing the ranks growing day by day, and with the feeling that the UWN wasn't quite grasping the full extent of the situation, the rebels launched more increasingly audacious operations.
Ghost Leader to Yellow Leader. Huh. Seeing as you helped me out at Bounty Island, it looks like it's your turn now to call in the favor.
This is Yellow Leader. We'll settle that score later. Get over here. We're taking some bad knocks.
Hang in there, Yellow Leader. My squadron is on the way, but I'm here right now to help you out.
This might be it. So my available shot.
This is Ghost 2. So, Major, you can't do without us any longer? They're leaving. Do we follow them, Major?
Negative. Let's deal with this destroyer. There must be a way to finish off these guards.
These Gauru. Whole mess of bombers here.
This is Ghost. Concentrate all firepower on the Avenger.
Copy that. Activate the turbo lasers.
This is Ghost. Take care of the Avenger. I'll get us rid of these bombers.
Ah! We're in the training area. Oh. They're following me. done yet.
Hey! Looks like they've lost control!
I think you're right. This one won't cause us any more problems.
Rip Avenger.
Watch out, there's a new wave of enemies in Sector 7.
This is Ghost Leader. Whatever we do, we can't let them rescue the Avenger.
Stay on site. We're sending in pickup teams.
Challenge 2 and Challenge 3. Not that neither of those are the bounty based one. And Chapter 2. Do the same mission with a time limit and specific. Sure, I already did it within that amount of time anyway, so.
The victory at the Battle of Bounty Island had
Oh, okay, yeah. Wait. That's how they make this difficult.
This is Ghost 2. So, Major, you can't do without us any longer? There we go. Just launching out of there. They're leaving. Do we follow them, Major?
Negative. Let's deal with this destroyer. There must be a way to finish off these guards.
Guards. He's gonna say guards, but then.
This is Ghosted. Concentrate all firepower on the Avenger.
Copy that. Activate the turbo lasers.
This is Ghosted. Take care of the Avenger. I'll get us rid of these bombers.
control!
I think you're right. This one won't cause us any more problems.
Watch out, there's a new wave of enemies in Sector 7.
This is Ghostly. Whatever we do, we can't let them rescue the Avenger.
Oh, darn it, I hit the wrong button.
Got him! Yee-haw!
There.
Stay on site. We're sending in pickup team.
I'm gonna have to do this mission since it, or this challenge, because it unlocks a mission.
Ghost leader to all wings. I picked up a group of signals on my scopes. Break now. Let's show them what we're capable of.
I copy that, boss. I'm going in.
slightly larger than us. I'm not ever actually observed that close for that length of time.
Let's take these turbo lasers out while we're at it. Back here. Shoot down 30 enemy aircraft. Stop moving. No! Enemies, air enemies.
They're coming in! Several marks at 312.
I see him. Ghost here to squadron. They're sending in some reinforcement. They're getting serious about it. Don't take unnecessary risks. Stay clear of those destroyers.
Probably going to be ending after this mission too, actually. That'll be all for the first chapter. Hey, where you going? Better hurry up and...
Ghost Leader, this is Ghost 2. We need help over here. We can't shake them.
Well, no, don't
Hold on tight, guys. I'm on my way.
Don't cutscene me.
Watch out! There's a heavy fire zone on this side.
crash into the walls. No.
Worse. We better not stay for too long in this area. But we won't let those fighters get away with it. Let's shoot down as many of them as possible before going back home.
Running out of time here. Don't go in the opposite direction of me. Going that way. Well. Okay, so yeah, all I had to do was shoot down that many. Alright, so that'll be all for today. Thank you everyone who showed up, and have a nice night. It's a game.